So this is one of the many, I say 3 walkers from the homestead. That's where we're staying in there. They've got a school camp in, so we can't film them. But that's the whole youth camp through there, and the homestead's where we're staying. But this is one of the walks that you can do from the Hamilton Downs. This is an easy 5-minute walk. There's one called Drovers Hill, which is that one behind us. That's a bit strenuous, but this is an easy one. 5-minute one. We just finished work, so we just decided to have a quick walk. Part of the job is to also make sure the trails are accessible. We'll do that. And this is again the whole park that we're looking after. This sandy area is a creek which runs when it rains. Be good to see it running. That's Drovers Hill behind us. This is Memorial Walk, so this takes you to the original part of the camp. Fairly easy in, 5-minute walk, 140 metres, so straight up a hill, easy enough. Takes you up onto a section where it was originally settled by the original owners. Easy walk up. This is all part of the youth camp, Hamilton Downs Youth Camp. Brings you up the top here to a little stone that commemorates Aranda country. Where are there? Hamilton Downs, Arrant's Dreaming, Makarinja country descendants Paul, Thur and Noah Ware, they're Aboriginal people. King Johnny Makarinja, Jesse McCormick, Jean, Dawn, Frank, Lana, Shirley, Lenny, James, Rupert and Edgar. They were all the original settlers, and that gives you a view back to what was the original homestead, which is through those trees. The trees are covering it, which is a bit of a bugger. But yeah, that's the Hamilton Downs Youth Camp we're looking after. And I said this sandy section here is a creek. When rains happens, it runs. Drovers Hill's behind us. It's a bit more challenging. Apparently the view up there is really, really good. And you're through to the Giles Ranges. These are the Giles Ranges. We've been cleared up by that. A few of the locals. The McDonald Ranges, bit of a geography lesson, are the ones in the distance of the jog there, McDonald Ranges. So the other side of that, Stanley Chasm. What else is over that side? Stanley Chasm.
Simpsons Gap.
Simpsons Gap, that's all part of the McDonald Ranges.
Owens
Gap. But the distant mountains to their horizon is McDonald Ranges, and they stop. There's a V in the middle where the 2 ranges meet, blocked by that tree, of course. That's called the V, and the children have walked out and walked back to that. But the McDonald Ranges stop, and the Giles Range starts and runs across. These are the Giles Ranges, and you can walk on the Larapinta Trail. It takes you to the top of that ridge. Takes you to the top of that ridge line. The school kids have done it. They walk the top of that ridge line. Takes them a couple of days, 5 days, and you walk down there. And on the other side of that is this part of the West McDonald Ranges, and you go into Stanley Chasm, Owens Gap.
When we're at Kings Canyon, remember we went, what was that little waterhole we went to?
Simpsons Gap.
No, at Kings Canyon, and you could do Gillies Walk from Kings Canyon. So from Kings Canyon, the loop walk that you can do at Kings Canyon you can also come along a walk there, which brings you out at Larapinta Trail, Fish Hole, all of the different waterholes and stuff along there.
People do it.
It's a 13-day walk or something.
Yeah, it's 13 days.
Yeah.
So if you start from here and you end up in
Kings
Canyon, be prepared to walk 13 days.
I think it's like
across
3 or 4
this
days.
sort of countryside.
3 or 4 days to Stanley Chasm.
3 or 4 days to Stanley Chasm, which is, I've been told, that furthest peak to the right, opposite that is Stanley Chasm. Which I said is part of the McDonald.
Very end of West McDonald Range.
Which I was told that's McDonald's range. West McDonald Range stops there, and Giles Range starts here. And we're seeing the front of Giles Range, which you can see. You can walk Larapinta right up the top, Larapinta Trail.
A top trail, or there's a lower trail.
Top trail or the lower trail. The kids go the top trail, and they flash mirrors.
Yeah, they communicate to the other camps down here.
Via mirror.
Quite cute.
But that's at the back of Hamilton Downs Youth Camp. Burt Plains, Northern Territory. Get out here, enjoy
The
it.
moon's up,
Oh yeah, we noticed the moon's up.
and it's 1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think the moon's a bit confused. So that's
And there's
one
not
of the
a
walks.
cloud in the sky.
One of the walks, and the other walk is Drovers Hill, which takes you up that back hill there. And another one's called Fish Pond Creek, and that one's 15-kilometre return.
Fish Hole.
Fish Hole Creek, and that takes you 7 k's in, 7 k's back, so that's 14k walk return. It takes you about 4 hours.
So at the bottom of this, you can show on where the kids walk.
Hmm.
See where they've ploughed the grass down.
So this is just coming back down, fairly easy.
The V.
Easy walk on this red
You can
ochre
also walk up the creek.
iron rich
Walk up the creek.
rock. So red because it's got heaps of iron in it. But that's Memorial Hill, which shows you a plaque to the original owners of Hampton Downs Station.
And yesterday we went up the creek. And
We went
saw
up,
a
we
few
did, we went up the
waterholes.
creek yesterday. We went up the creek. We were looking for some Aboriginal etchings, but we never found them.
We didn't go far enough, apparently.
Didn't go far enough. We only went 400 metres, but that was over rocks, and
Just rock screaming.
so that's that walk deck. And this is where
You can see where the kids have made
you can
a-
see where the trail goes,
and
where
the
the kids of teachers have made their way through to what's called the V, and that's where West McDonald Ranges meet the Giles Ranges. It's called a V, and that's one of the walks at Hamilton Downs. Get out here and enjoy it. Best part of the year is what we're doing. So we're here from what, April,
we started
June, July,
the end of August.
end of August, and we're finishing at the end of October.
End of October.
And it's probably the best time to be out here. Not too hot, not too cold. And as you can see, not a cloud in the sky. It's 25 degrees.
By the bunkhouses.
That's the creek there. This flows with water after rain. At the moment it's a bit like walking on a beach. They're bunkhouses. That's the original homestead. So that was what that memorial was for, the original homestead. That's a bunkhouse, you can hire them out. Camp's in, so we're not going to go in there and film. You've got a amenities block. Behind that's another bunkhouse.
Well, down here, there's actually
And
two.
you've got a new bunkhouse going in behind that tent, behind that. That's there, but it has not got gas on it, so you can't
Well,
cook.
down here, you've got 2 bunkhouses and the big communal kitchen.
Yep.
Fire pit, basketball.
There's
volleyball.
our residence there. We stay there. There's the work ute. This
You
is
can bring a swag or a caravan or a tent.
whatever gets you through.
Come in for the day, do the walks and leave. If you're interested, put in the comments that you're interested, and David can let you know the costings.
I'll drop a link in, or if I get enough interesting comments, I'll re-edit the video and drop a link in for bookings with price ranges on it.
You
But
probably have to run it through the community.
at the moment I can't do that without looking at the price schedule. So if you're interested in coming out drop a comment down. We'll give you a website. You can book online or you can ring us. We'll book you in. But comment. Through there's the old meat house. So it had an old butchery.
Oh yeah, the museum up there.
And a museum. You got a play area. This is the area the kids use their school camps. We're not going in there. We've been told that's off limits because the kids are here. Original homestead is a bunkhouse and an old meat house behind it, and there's a museum, another bunkhouse, toilet block, communal kitchen, new bunkhouse going up. Yeah, gas hot showers, bore water, but you can drink it because we filter it.
You don't drink the bore water.
Certain taps we can.
Yeah.
We filter it through on a reverse osmosis machine, so certain areas you've got taps you can drink water from. Lots of people bring their own in. And yeah, hit us up in comments if you want to come out and have a stay.